September 15th, 2008. A date that sent shockwaves through the global economy. The day Lehman Brothers, a financial titan, collapsed under the weight of its own greed. A $600 billion bankruptcy that changed history forever. But how did one of the most powerful banks in the world fall so hard? This is the story of greed, arrogance, and the financial earthquake that shattered lives worldwide. Welcome to the downfall of Lehman Brothers. Chapter 1. The Rise of a Titan. Founded in 1850, Lehman Brothers started as a small cotton trading business. But through sheer ambition, it evolved into a Wall Street giant. By the early 2000s, it was one of the most powerful investment banks on the planet, raking in billions, making its executives filthy rich. They played the game like pros: high-risk investments, complex financial products, and, most importantly, real estate. The housing market was booming, and Lehman was all in. Chapter 2. The greed that blinded them. The early 2000s were a gold rush. Everyone wanted a piece of the housing market, and banks were more than happy to hand out loans. But here's the catch. Lehman wasn't just investing in real estate. They were gambling on it. They bundled risky mortgages into securities and sold them as safe investments. Sounds genius, right? Wrong. These loans were given to people who couldn't afford them, a ticking time bomb. But Lehman? They didn't care. They were making billions, handing out fat bonuses, throwing lavish parties, and celebrating their so-called genius. Chapter 3. The House of Cards collapses. Then, the inevitable happened. The housing bubble burst. Homeowners defaulted on their loans. The value of those safe investments? Worthless. Investors panicked. And Lehman Brothers, sitting on a toxic mountain of debt. Lehman's CEO, Richard Fuld, refused to see reality. He believed the government would bail them out, just like they did with Bear Stearns. But the US government had other plans. September 15th, 2008. Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy, the largest in US history. The stock market crashed. Panic spread. Millions lost their homes, jobs, and life savings, all because of reckless greed. Chapter 4. The Aftermath. The US government stepped in to save the banks that weren't too big to fail. But Lehman? They were left to rot. Why? Because they had played their hand too aggressively. And here's the real insult. The people at the top? They walked away rich. Richard Fuld alone made over $500 million before Lehman fell. Meanwhile, millions of hard-working people lost everything. The system was rigged from the start. Conclusion. Lessons learned? So, did the world learn its lesson? Maybe for a while. But look around. Banks are bigger than ever, CEOs are richer than ever, and risky investments? Back in full swing. History has a way of repeating itself. This was the story of Lehman Brothers. A story of unchecked greed and catastrophic failure. But ask yourself this, when the next financial bubble bursts, who will pay the price? If you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share it to your friends. See you next time.